Forget all this talk about APC already preparing for a rerun. Forget all about it. It's all a distraction. But it's a good sign anyway, because if APC is already preparing for a rerun, it means that we can actually get an outright win. And how do we get that? Remember that the LP mathematics professor presented a tabulation of the results from the polling unit directly, and that tabulation was not countered by the APC or Tinubu lawyers. So that can only mean one thing, that if that tabulation is actually verified by the judges, then we can get a ruling that declares Peter Obi the winner of the election without need for a rerun. But even if there's going to be a rerun, even if, which there's no need for, even if there's going to be a rerun, then APC and Tinubu must be disqualified, because based on the US drugs case and the judgment and conviction of Tinubu in the US and his sentence of fine of $460,000, Tinubu is not qualified to run for president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So even if there's going to be a rerun, Tinubu must be disqualified. Yes, he must be disqualified. But there's no need for that. And we are not fooled by all these frantic attempts they are making at deceiving the Nigerian people, the Nigerian citizens, by saying they are trying to source or another loan of 500 billion naira on top of the $800 million loan from the World Bank in the name of trying to alleviate or provide palliatives to alleviate the sufferings of the people. Those are not going to do anything. All this talk about they are trying to catch oil thieves is a game they are playing, because the same game they played in November of last year, trying to cover up something. Whenever this kind of thing happens, just know that they're trying to cover up something. It's not that they are really catching any oil thieves. If they wanted to catch the oil thieves, they will name the names of the people who own the vessel. They will give us the name. They will publicize it and go after them, arrest them, and prosecute them. But all this one Antita Security is doing is all camouflage. It's all a game they are playing, in my opinion, and it's a game targeted at deceiving Nigerians. What is good for Nigeria right now is an outright declaration of Peter Obi as winner of the election. And we are waiting on the court, hoping that they do the right thing and give us this judgment. Anything short of that is a distraction, and that's what they're trying to do. If really anybody's interested in winning the hearts of the people, the right thing would be to reverse the increase in the pump price of fuel and go after the criminals that were collecting fuel subsidy that never existed for fuels they never imported. Go after the NNPC group managing director that facilitated this fraud in the name of DSDP fuel subsidy arrangement. So if anybody, that is any administration that is serious about favoring the people, will go after this first, not all this camouflage, all this wuru-wuru arrangement that is meant to distract people from the main thing. We're not distracted, we remain focused, and all eyes still remains on the judiciary. If they are planning for a rerun, it means that we can actually get a victory. Hope's alive. Let's continue to keep hope alive. It is a good sign that the case at the tribunal is doing very, very well. And rather than focusing on rerun, we should focus on doubling down on our evidences, both for outright win and for disqualification of Tinubu.